Oh. What's good, chat? Mubarak and Zayed, what's good, brothers? Holy cow, those are some big orders. Oh my gosh. There were just 265 orders, 99, 60, 130, all on the timed sales. Look at this. Check out over here. 265, 99. What was that? There's a 130. Holy cow. Well, good morning to us. We're doing good. Doing some pre-market charting. See, we're taking out this high here. After this high, we have a pretty nice zone up in here that I'm going to mark out. Pre-market action on spot hitting new highs right now. Yeah, we're pushing crazy right now. Possible reversal spot here. Keep an eye on it. Don't want to bank on anything, but just gonna keep an eye on it. Hourly again, sweeping these highs. We respected this supply zone here yesterday, and now we are taking off, I guess. So we got that there. Still got this hourly supply zone up here. The yellow line is the point of control of this whole move, so where the most volume is traded. So that is a likely bounce spot for us. 45 minutes, same type of thing here. So this will be a very key level for us to watch. So if we get up in this zone and we start seeing some big orders being transacted, a lot of rejection, then we'll look to take the shorts possibly. But yeah, so the big zone's the 4-hour zone, and then obviously past that you have a nicer 30-minute zone here that we'll mark out as well. What color should I make this? Go blue. Make this a blue zone. Over 30 min. So there's our 30-minute zone. So if we do reject before that, there's good reason. Yeah, I'm gonna wait another 30, but I expect a reversal, especially with the pre-market pump. There is a good chance we reverse, but you also have to think that we push up, we bounce here, right? We reject back here, we bounce back out of here again, we reject off of here, we bounce down here, we reject off of here. Like, you gotta think, like, sometime that's gonna be broken, I believe. Up here we got all-time highs, so shorting all-time highs is definitely not the smartest thing at all. So we need to keep an eye on really what we do around this area, because that's going to tell us a lot for the day. 15-minute, sure, not too much different. We got a pivot point up here as well. So we got pivot point, point of control, 30, 15-minute zone just past it. So a lot of possibility. We're wicking right now. Well, not really, never mind. Alright, that'll be good for the NAS. So that's kind of all we got for the NAS. Crude oil. Start bigger and go in. Geez, man, I mean, really not much. I feel like crude oil is low-key better to trade than like Hike and Ashley or something like that, and just specifically try to trade trend breaks. mean, we kind of got a little area down here we're holding pretty nicely. So we could keep an eye on this. But then we also got an area up here, so I don't really know. We're just going to keep an eye on these two. Probably not going to take a trade on here, but if we see something good, maybe we will. NG ended up pulling back. So this could honestly be a really good short. NG's breaking the lows here. I mean, maybe we find some support here. Maybe, just maybe. Could be. You can keep an eye on this here. Just wait for like a 15 or 5 minute. Oh, here we go. There's a 5-minute reversal already. Already. Jeez, dude, those huge orders were crazy to see. Alright, I'm gonna keep an eye on Heikenhashi and see where that ends up as the day goes on. Last but not least, Russell. Yeah, not interested. Alright, and as far as the leap goes, up 1,000, almost got stopped out on that. Wow. Pushing high, nice. Count is at 253 right now, 252 without this trade. So yeah, we'll see. Could maybe put that TP a little higher, but I don't know. Just kind of messing around. As far as gaps go, a little gap to the downside starting today. Keep that in mind. Market has already been open for 10 minutes. What's good, aviation guy? How we doing? Let's get serious. Let's go look at the Bookmap now. Bookmap. So we see we got these. This is when that 265 order came through. It was right here. So this level is going to be very key today. 18,200 flat. Would not be surprised if we have a lot of draw to that today. So yeah, keep an eye on 18,200. There were like 200 orders sitting up there at the end, towards the close of yesterday, and we just now went and got them. So now we just kind of wait and see where we go from here, and trade what we see. So far, 18,250's up here. Interest. It's a pretty interesting spot. 18,250's, I think, is very reasonable. I think if we have an opportunity to get long, that'd be a good long. A little bit of support through here. Probably won't hold. It doesn't look like it's enough, but you can see here we had some resistance, maybe pre-market, and then we finally got that breakthrough here. 807. Holy cow. So this is also a key level here. 50s to 60s. Keep an eye on 50s to 60s. 807. Big order pushed us through. Now we might come back, retest 60s to 50s. 62s. Yeah. So maybe a pullback down below these previous wicks into something like 60s, 62s. Something like that, in order to get the push higher into that 250 range. 335 hold us down, 330 is trying to hold us down. So a lot more suppression than hopes to go higher. Honestly, you can see like we're just trying to. It's just a lot of holding us down. So keep an eye on it. Here we are at that 60 level. So if we kind of chop around here and start to show some stability around here, I mean, we did just have a huge, pretty big drop off there. 80s, yeah, we're falling through it, starting to lose it. So could be an interesting day. Could be in for a treat. I didn't even think about this, but I'm gonna. Jeez, we're falling shorts. Yeah, when that. Let's see, 209s. When we saw that 265 order come in, we should have gotten as short as possible. 209s right at the top. Unfortunately, I was still charting, so that's the power of the big orders. Slight demand zone here. This thing is just falling right now. Decent amount of volume around this area. Obviously, it's not the highest volume. Holy cow, this thing is falling. Wow. To the floor we go. My word. So it taps into that 15-minute zone. Yeah, this casino is fire, dude. Taps into the 15-minute zone here. I mean, I just would not get long right now. Let's go check out yesterday's value. So yesterday we bounced off the previous day value area high. We're gonna mark it out again just because it could happen. I mean, we're wicking. Holy cow. This is crazy. So there's yesterday's value area high, and then we're also gonna mark out. Wow, look at this. This is why you mark it out, because look exactly where we bounced. We marked out the previous day high volume node. We bounced right out of it. That is pretty crazy. So we're gonna mark out previous day high volume node again. Quite hard to see. This is kind of just like a rough guesstimate of it. But at least we'll have it up so we can kind of look deeper when we get it. All right, so we got all our levels now, got everything marked out. These two are big orders, big transactions that happen in the market, so possible retest of these areas. Previous day high volume node here, or not, previous day value area high, and then previous day high volume node and point of control. What indicator are you using for those lines? This is R1, S1. That's the pivot points. So that's like one of my favorite indicators. It's called pivot point. Pivot's traditional. But yeah, it's fire. It's pretty much, it's a mathematical like calculation of where price is and where price could reject and stuff like that, I guess. So you'll see like a lot of really good setups. Like that's why I started trading 5-minute charts, is because the wicks around these pivot points are just so perfect. So like even here, we wick this pivot point, could have got long here. We wick it again, could have got long again, right? And there's like a short here, This I wouldn't really do much. Obviously, it's hindsight, I know, but we came into it pretty strong. I don't know. There's just certain setups, like if we're kind of just clustering around it, it's really not the setup you're looking for. But if we like have a clear rejection and wick off of it, like something like this is really satisfying. Because these are all just price levels it's some calculation of previous day price levels that puts them on the chart. So yeah, I use them mainly for targets and then kind of just keep me out of chop and trades like that. What is that indicator called for on chart debate that currently moves with price action? Palmy, are you talking about this line right here, or are you talking about this is VWAP here? This light blue line is VWAP. These two lines are just EMAs. I really don't know why I have them on, honestly. You know what, chat? Today's a big day. Let's take off the VWAP or the EMAs. Haven't had those suckers off in a while. So yeah, this light blue line is VWAP. This over here is the volume profile next to the candles. Are you talking about the orange line, or I'm not sure what you're talking about? Because this is the volume profile. And then these lines in here, this is the value area high, the point of control, and then the value area low is this orange line. And then this orange line that's moving shows the current price. The highlighted green on candles. Yeah. This is the value area over here. Yeah. Alright, well, we're pushing straight back up now. Call for trade of 8. It's under the free indicator. It's called volume profiles. So I changed this to gray, upper value line, blue. Gotta check these, lower value orange, and then value area color, I just do teal. You can change this to like 40, but I just leave it. But yeah, sometimes you gotta go into the settings and you gotta go into the add-ons tab, and I think it's like community indicators or something like that, but it'll say like VWAP and volume profile and all that in there. It's a pretty mean liquidity sweep here. I'm sure we stopped out a lot of longs here. Possibly. Not sure. Going back to the Bookmap. I mean, there's not much to trade right now, unless a big order comes on soon, or we get a pretty serious rejection. So we're coming back to this area. I'm gonna mark out the 09s actually. 0950. Because that's where that big 265 order was traded on the time and sales. So we just got more liquidity, maybe not actually. 96s at 18,200. I like the idea of the push up to the 09s and then possibly get slapped off that. Yeah, I got you, aviation guy. So I just go in here, it's pivot point standard. It's this one. Just straight up pivot point standard. And then I just changed the colors to purple just because I don't like the orange. Yeah, so a push up into 09s where that previous big order was also lets us kind of test this little resistance area. So then we could kind of see what are some possibilities. Maybe we make a push lower again. I don't really know. I'm sure 250s are still on the book. 225s now as well. 250s. So a lot of upside interest. So I'd be careful getting short here. Oh, now it's the waiting game. You should use the 10 and 50 moving and it helps me for scalps or to hold the trend. Yeah, I've used a lot of different EMAs, but I mean, I think price levels are more important than moving averages. I think if you're going to have one moving average, it should be the 200 EMA, but even then, like, VWAP is just enough to see what direction you're going. But like, if you're solely trading trend breaks with the EMA, I feel like you're kind of limiting yourself. I don't know, I mean, it's just a guess. Just a guess to see if price will reject your level or not. So we still got that 100 block. We want to see how price grabs this volume. By the looks of it right now, it looks like we're gonna grab it and go. The problem is on the Bookmap is we just have no support over here. Closest thing we have is 111, and we're just getting slapped. So we did get slapped there at the 09s, where that big order was traded in that 345 level. We got slapped up here. I'm sure we'll get a retest, so might as well just be patient. Candle still got 2 minutes till close. I mean, really the only reason I think there's long side interest is because if we zoom out on the Bookmap, you can see there's 99 orders sitting at the 225s here, 214 orders sitting up at the 250s. And then when we come back to TradingView, first of all, we see we swept out all these stop losses down here with this big wick. So there's a clear rejection with this wick. Obviously we could get slapped right up here. We just have to see what happens. I'm not predicting or anything. But we have a lot of interest up here. 30-minute zone here. This is the point of control. This big gray zone is a 4-hour zone. Got a pivot point up here. I mean, I guess you could just call it a guess, but there clearly is some long side interest when you have 213 orders above price and the most below price is 92. So I mean, it's more so probability instead of not really guessing. I guess that's how you gotta look at it. So we gotta look at like what can happen now. So I think 80s, we got a little volume here, or a little order here. So when we go grab this 220 level, we could either grab it and reject right away, and then we see that as like a little sweep of the highs, liquidity, we're grabbing volume to move lower, or we grab it and we use it as momentum to push us up to the 50s. I'm fine with either way, but we just gotta watch. Also over here we see there's a lot of suppression, a lot that's holding us down. So like this 345, this acts as resistance for us. This 343, 104, 149, this acts as resistance. So if we're able to break through this kind of, what is this? Let's just say 15s to, if we're able to break through the 15s pretty strong, I think then we'll go get 222s, and then hopefully we'll see what we do from there. We'll see if we are able to push straight through it, or if we're just going to grab it and then move lower. So that candle closed out at doji. Wouldn't want to get short up here. I mean, all-time highs. Just not interested. Especially with this order sitting up here. Fair value up in here. So far the two levels we marked out earlier have just been rejected. There's a big order at the 61s pre-market. Got rejected here. And now we just got rejected at the 9s, where that 265 orders was. That pushed us down this morning, so. Really no telling where we're going right now. I think we just gotta really watch this 15 level. And yeah, maybe a sweep lower down into 75s-ish. 75s, we find some support, somehow bounce it out of that 5-minute fair value gap. What's the name of the volume indicator of this, brother? What's the name of this volume indicator? On the screen right now, this is Bookmap. This is the Bookmap heat chart. Heat map, I guess you could say. On the Trade of 8 chart, that was volume profile. And then on on Trading View, it's called the fixed range volume profile. So what that's going to do is just drag it from the high to the low. Oh. Drag it from the high to a low of a move, and it shows us where the highest volume is traded that created the move. So now we see this as a possible rejection spot for us. Daddy Nick, Davis Glasson, my brother. You sure can, dude. Free of charge. Alright, still just waiting for this fair value gap. I'll mark it out just so you can see it. Alright, so there we go, we tapped into it. Bookmap looks pretty heavy going into that. Quick rejection. Could be a nice long. I'm gonna watch how this candle closes and maybe take a long here. It's a nice push out of there. 14 seconds left on this candle. He's moving pretty quick. Start gambling. Alright, bro. Hey, dude, this is gambling. I'm a pretty good gambler. So 2 dojis back to back means prices pretty much suck right at the point of control of the day. I'm gonna watch how we grab this volume here. Maybe we get a pullback.
Order filled.
Jeez, this thing's moving quick. I am long right now. Got a pretty horrible entry, but I like the still like it for sure. We'll see if we get this kind of trend break-ish. Nice fair value gap projection though. There is some sort of meeting going on right now. It's a Fed meeting.
First time home buyer. The opposition to Basel III comes from diverse
interests.
From community leader.
Pretty much just we had the same thing yesterday, and it just moves price pretty quickly. Yesterday was like a Q&A, today is like a hearing, so just keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on the Bookmap. Watch this 320 level. Honestly, if we lose this, it's not the best look there. All right, so we pull back again. We lost this. No, we didn't lose it, but this is just all this up here is going to be hard for us to get through, really. Davis, you trading? You a day trader now? Day trader? So we pull back into that fair value gap again, and we get another rejection. Maybe we get the trend break now. The trend break takes us to the 25s and the 250s. Maybe. Maybe that's what we get. That indicator compressed the. Well, yeah, if you're on trading view, I mean, all you gotta do is just drag over here. Quite simple. So yeah, 3 dojis in a row. It's looking like we're gonna get this breakout-ish. Really no big orders that have came across the tape yet. Gonna tap this again. I really do believe we will get up to the 250s, but only a matter of time. Can't rush it. Can't stop, won't stop. $220s, here comes the trend break. So we got 222s. Looking like it's starting to thin out a little bit, honestly. We reject again off 222s. This order has just been here for so long, though. I think we have got to get it. Maybe we buy it back up right here. No trades yet. Ugh. Here we go. It's a really nice close for that trend break. I don't invest long term yet. I need to. I definitely need to. So look, this is a good example here. So we grab this volume and we keep pushing higher. So that shows there's definitely interest higher. If we grab the volume and we immediately reverse back down, then I would say just get as short as possible and put your stop right above that high. But this is going to be a really nice trend break here. Probably 250s coming in very quickly. Yeah, I don't invest long term yet, but I need to start just throwing in like $100 a month or $200 a month into like a long term ETF and just watching that. There's a break of the highs there. It's a pretty key area. Really no big reason for us to get long or short right now. Kind of getting long at the top. So just have to wait. Pretty rough wick there. You gotta put some money in Tesla when you buy Tesla. Yeah, type shit. That is a fact. Bro, my NAS price is 18,206. Yours is 18,26. A lot different. Yeah, Mubarak, there's different contracts. I might even be on the wrong contract. Actually, no. So NQ, so there's NQH4, there's NQU4, M4, Z, H, M. There's like a trillion different ones, but it's for different quarters of the. That's true. 30-second delay as well. I don't know how to make it so it's not 30 seconds. If any of you know, fucking tell me and I'll do it. So we're getting a pretty serious slap right here off the highs. Could be a pretty gnarly liquidity sweep. Really no big orders that have come through on the tape up here. Well, this is where we got rejected this morning. So I don't know. I mean, it looks. I'd be interested in trying a stab short, but I mean, there's 206 orders up at the 250s. But then again, this wick does look really good. 30 seconds left on this candle. Could get a nice push up. You two don't want there to be any trading extreme snipers. I know. Well, dude, the Bookmap live stream is like only 4 seconds behind, I think. Let's see if I can pull it up. There's the close of that candle, instant push up. Instant push up off this. I really just want to see us go get the 250s and and then come back and trade. So yeah, you can see here. Oh shoot, I'm not showing it. I don't know how they do it, but my time is 8:20:43, 8:20:41. Yeah, so it's like 4 seconds compared to my time. So let's check out crude oil. So, let's see. Not much here. Want to see go down a little more. Dang. So NG ended up bouncing out of our zone. Ended up bouncing pretty nicely, actually. Not a horrible risk to reward. I'm gonna take it to the highs, maybe, or even those highest highs. Just because it looks like a solid bounce. I feel like with NG, you can kind of just trade support and resistance. It's pretty simple. Really not too difficult. And I mean, clearly we have one bounce, two bounce, now we get our third bounce. And I like how we kind of swept below that low a little bit, so. Another rough entry, but we're gonna give it a shot. Let's see, what are we risking? So we're risking like 2,600 to make. I don't know if this is 1,000. No. So we're risking like 2,600 to probably make like 7 grand, I would say. Maybe. Could be completely off. I have no idea. Oh, 7 grand on the nose. But this is one like I'll just leave on all day. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out. If we don't, very high faith. Wow, look at this double top. Jeez. This almost seems like a little bit of a trap, low key. Trap to the 50s. I think just wait for the 50s. Just be patient. We're not going anywhere fast. Oh. In fact, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw this on Hike Nashi. Let's see. You go like this. And then we're gonna go like that. Classic double top, yep. So now we're just gonna wait for us to get that 50 level and then see if that gives us the momentum to push further. If push down, sorry. If it doesn't, then we'll look and see what happens up at our zone. Classic double top is getting destroyed right now. Here comes that 50 touch. Here comes the 250s. See how the natural gas trade's going. Sheesh. Rough wick there. Looks like it just got slapped off view up. Classic schlap off view up. Yeah, let's go watch the Bookmap. So that 250 level is coming very soon. Very soon. Will we ever touch the 250s? Come on. Yeah, I think so too. Don't just place a limit order at 250s because we'll be able to watch here and see how it reacts. We'll watch it, if it grabs and doesn't push higher an ounce, then I think that might be the opportunity to get short. But if it grabs and keeps pushing higher, then maybe not. Holy cow, what news just came out? Good Lord, that's some crazy news. 8:30 natural gas change. Perfect. EI natural gas change. Right as we're in a natural gas long. Wonderful. So we don't touch it yet. 150, good amount of volume here. But no touch yet. Come on, dude, let's do this today, huh? Let's do this today. Good Lord, brother. So now I got some orders past 250s at like 257. Ugh. Let's touch the 50s, dude. Holy cow, this is taking forever. What do you guys think is going to happen? I mean, holy cow. This could be the world's greatest event. No big orders coming across yet. Still though, looking at this sort of setup. If we get up here, we wick and we hold, and we start to get this breakdown, this could be a good opportunity for a short. Just be ready to take profit. But I don't know yet. Come on, baby. Dale, dime, mano, taqueta. Oh my word. Let's do it already. Come on, baby. Here we go. 250s. Watch some big orders on the time and sales. 250s. Lots of congestion up here. Holy cow. I'm gonna tease this again. They live stream it on YouTube, but you can't touch and move and look at the different levels. So obviously that's a 250s. There it is. Struggles to go higher. Starts to push higher a little bit now. Now we'll go get 260 straight away. So now I just keep watching this. Alright, well, let's just get a chop for a little more. $356, dang. 57's interest. 57s and 60s, both interest. But yeah, now if you do want to get Bookmap, it's $77, I think, or something like that, per month. So it definitely hurts a little bit, but I think it's worth it for sure. Tällainen memory target. Did they take this off right before? Yeah, they did. So they teased us. They put an order there on 257s, took it off right away. They're trying to drag the price higher. So now we start looking at these zones we got here. So we got the big 4-hour zone, pivot point, point of control, 30-minute zone. So there's kind of just different levels that we're going to come into, but this is all pretty reversal-y. So anything that goes on in here, we could just reverse down right off of. So you got to keep an eye out for it. But yeah, first area I would watch is the pivot point. If we start rejecting the pivot point, might be a good time to get short, watch your entry, or watch the price, see how it's reacting to taking out different lows and whatnot. Then watch if it pushes past the pivot point, watch the point of control here. And then if it pushes past all that, you got your 30-minute demand zone further past up here. So looks like we're pushing into it right now. All right. Well, I think we missed our trade for the day, honestly. We took the loss on it. Got in too early, so be careful of that, but little recap. Swept out all these stop losses, made the push higher, showed us there's interest to the long side. Pulled back into it really nicely. Fortunately, I get in on this first doji candle. Came back, swept us out here. Got to be mindful of that. Got in super late too. Just kind of just FOMO'd my way in. But yeah, this was the push we were looking for. Could have targeted this next pivot point. I'm almost 1,000% certain we'll get that pivot point. If you want to take a trade and not put a stop loss and put your take profit at the pivot point, I guarantee you will make money. But yeah, I think I'm gonna head out for the day. Time for me to go to class now. So yeah, just watch all these levels here. I'm sure we'll get some sort of a reversal. If we don't, if we get past all this, do not get short at all. But that is all I've got today. Bodhi, yes, I am trading with a prop firm. I got a 300K on Apex, and I got 350Ks with Top Step that I trade copy. So And